Stay in your pit. Oh, well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Story Time. If you can't tell, I've lost my voice, which gives me the ability to talk with this really cool and dramatic voice. But, okay, guys, for today's episode, I didn't get a chance to finish the mansion build off in time for the build competition. So there you have it. I haven't done the interior. I did do the courtyard though, and I think it looks kind of cool. I wanted it to feel very very green and lush, and it's like in the desert. It's like, oh, desert, but when you come in here to this rich guy's place, it's all green and lush and nice. Hello, yonder hidden. You stay there. You get in my way. But, so I'm not going to work on this anymore, today. I'll just, over time, I'll go through and detail it out and stuff. But for right now, I want to keep the story going. So we're going to get on with it, as they say, and go down the pathway. You see this pathway leads right down into, back to the path that leads over to the Dahlstrom farm. And, but that's not where we're going today. Oh, I still need to bridgeify this. One of these days, this will get bridgeified. But there needs to be a path that leads this direction, because this is what leads to the main entrance and the bridge that goes to the town. He's just got his own little separate way. See, now you can run up into the town. This goes up here to Vine Bridge. But today's focus, ladies and gentlemen, is on top of that. Excuse me. Maybe some coffee will help. Ooh, coffee, yay. Yummy. Okay, today's focus is going to be on top of this little sand mound of sand mound. We are going to do the lighthouse. So, if you guys are, this is awful. If you guys are following along in the story, we, come to this town, they think we're a traitor, and they go to hang us, but then they rip away our clothing to find, oh, stupid, get off of me, I hate you forever, the X that marks a prisoner in this land, and they find out that we are a prisoner of the evil king Aronius, and that we're not a bad guy. So after that, we get to talking with the townsfolk, the mayor, Loganus from the mayor's house. Maybe they call a meeting or such, and we find out that the town says, well, we don't know, a whole lot because we're dumb townspeople. Go talk to the man in the lighthouse. So, obviously these guys, your evil mansion guy over there, he'll come into play in the story in a bit. But right now, the townsfolk has sent us over here to the lighthouse to talk to the old kooky man that lives in the lighthouse, because he's been around since the time of dirt and sand, and he may know, something that will help us in our search to find, why we are here and what the king's after and all of the fun things that are going along with this story. But before I get to building, I need to terraform a little bit around here. I want this to be a little bit bigger here so it'll fit the tower. Goodbye, son. I want it to be a little big so that it'll fit the tower. And I want it to feel more like a little cliff that the tower is on, because this is the bay in which the ships would come in, and this is where they need a lighthouse. Ooh, wait, I do not want to be out here when the sun goes down, because I have villagers running rampant through the village, and I don't want them to get murderfied. So, yeah, I'm still doing more work with villagers. I tried building a breeder. Look at them running around like dorks. I tried doing a get in the house breeder system thing, and it really failed awful miserably. So I just put food out here that they're not harvesting. Oh, harvest it. Stupid. Are you a harvest? No. I'm dumb. I don't know what I'm doing. But they seem to not be dead yet, which is good. So I need to sleep, and then we will get to work. So we'll see you fellas in the turn of a page. Well, righty there, guys. Look what I've done. That's a lot of sand. You can see now what I was talking about. I've built up a little bit of a kind of a plateau area to build the lighthouse on, so it'll stand up. It's a little bigger. I did the whole thing without stepping back and looking at it. It's a little bigger than I wanted. Obviously, I need to add some sand around the base of it so that it doesn't look so just like man-made and stuff. I need to blend it in a little bit. But I'll show you guys up top here. I'll show you like my idea and my plan and whatnot. So I need to have some pathway. So this is going to have to be carved either up and around there, or I'm thinking maybe right here. Let me show you a little bit. Maybe just cut these down a bit, like a so. Yes. Yeah, just do it like straight upstairs, something like that. And then it turns in here maybe, and goes up there. Yeah, just like a little pathway that's cut into the side here. And I'll use probably some path blocks and whatnot. And then maybe it goes one more. These away. Yeah. And that's how that kind of stuff is done. And then you come up here, and like I said, it's a little bit high, and I'm a cheater. Absolutely, I'm a cheater. I didn't want to see you all day, stinker. But, yeah, there we go. That's a little bit more of a flow that I like. Then I need to cut it down a bit and then taper this in. And out there on the corner is where the lighthouse will be. But there's a little bit of a update on the progress. Now I got to go through, if I'm going to be a complete cheater, which I am, I'm going to go through and just do this. Yep. And I got to do it for the whole thing. And that'll keep me from having to fill all that in. I'll have to light it up so that I don't get mobs all the time making all sorts of stupid sounds. Stinkers. Okay, guys, I'm going to get back into placing some blocks, and we'll see you guys in the turn of a page. Hi! Wow! It has been a week since I recorded. Hey, Creepsy, I'm going to run right by you. All right, guys, here is the reveal. I've got lots to talk about. Around this corner, get loaded. Come on. Well, just do it. Hey, Spider. It's happening. There it is, guys. It's coming in. Boom. The lighthouse. It's frigged up awesome. Look at it. Are you looking at it? I can't tell. You're in the computer webs. Look at that. Yeah, so I've done all of the work off of camera. Look at it, just glows. It's a glower. Okay, the villagers are going to die if I don't come over here and protect their faces. Dun, 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 running and shooting. Look at that, it's so nice. All right, we're going to take a look at it in the daytime. It glows a little bit with a glowstone. Lighthouse, that's what they do. Oh, look at the load. I've updated to 110, and my loading is not good. Creeper. Get away from the horse pit. Alright, all of the villagers are dying. I gotta do this. Kill. Alright, get off a horse pit. There's no bed! Is there a bed up here? Oh, please, don't all die. So, guys, I've been super busy. Yes! Nailed it perfect! Every time. I went and visited my sister in Connecticut and my niece and nephew, Devin and Tessa. And we played a lot of, oh, no! No! You! Death with you! Oh, get out of my way! You're dead. We played a lot of Minecraft on a different server. Oh, no. Well, we lost a villager there, stink. I'm burning to death. But we played on a different Minecraft server while I was there. Oh, my lordy, look at them all. Look at them all just wreaking havoc in the village. I wanted to get a night shot. How dumb! Why would I do such a thing? Oh, look at that creeper just ready to blow stuff up. No, no. No, you don't. I kill death. Okay. Woo-wee. So, I was playing Minecraft with my niece and nephew, and I haven't had a chance. Where did you come from? That's a stinking egg you got there, fart face. Am I gonna die? Maybe eat some mutton. And I was up there for almost a whole week. It was great. It was a little bit of a vacation, but I didn't finish this episode beforehand. And as I was recording, you guys noticed my audio volume was off, and I was sick, so I lost my voice, and the audio is awful crappy there. So it's good that I took time to wait and finish it up now. But I got on and I finished the lighthouse. Man, I think I did good. I do good work sometimes. Oh, Slackanater, you make a pretty. So guys, I this is the build style kind of that I decided with. I went with white. I even went into the nether and got a little bit of quartz for like these pillars on the sides. I used diorite to keep it white, and then just some cobblestone to bring in some other colors and stuff. White stained glass, like we did in the rest of the village. It's a couple different sizes. It just, I don't know. I just started building and let things happen, and that's what happened right there. I haven't fleshed out the inside yet, but it's gonna be very basic, maybe just a brewing station or something, because the old man that lives here is like a wizard or enchanter or something. He's got a little bit of a bed up here, and you can look out at the glorious views of the town, and the rich guy that lives over there can't see it. And then he can get up here and change the light bulbs if he needs to, but it's a lighthouse. It works really, really good. I'm super, super excited about the way that it turned out, but more excited about the story that gets to go along with it. So, earlier in the episode, when I was all, I can't talk, I talked about how, the story went. We met with everybody in the village, and they said, we should come talk to this old man over here that may know a little bit more about, where we are and where we come from. So I haven't decided exactly how everything's going to work out. So hopefully you guys can give me a little bit of input on what you guys think for the storyline. Oh, this is floating dirt still from when I made the giant bridge in like episode 2 or 3 or something like that. Let me get out here. I'm going to use this block so I can lose it in the ocean forever. All right, can I reach? Can I reach you? I want to reach you. Hello? Hello, block. I want to reach you. Are you kidding me? I have to get right on top of it. And goodbye forever, block into the water ever. Bye. Oh, crap. Okay. So, we come to this tower, and in the tower there's this old, rickety old man, old as sand and dirt. I've said that before. And we start talking to him about our situation and how we know the evil king is out to get us and has marked us as a prisoner, and we were on this ship. And he starts to tell us about the king and his search for these items. We don't know a whole lot about the items, but the old man says that he was part of a group that was protecting these items and keeping them out of the king's hands and out of the king's his evil group. It's not just the king. It's maybe the king and like an evil wizard and stuff like that. It's the bad guys, quote fingers. And so there's a group that's protecting these items, and he was set to protect one of the items. And since he became old and feeble and couldn't protect it himself, he had a what do you want to say, like a apprentice or something, and his apprentice was this guy named Blah. I think, Blah, starts with a B. Blah, Bale, but no, Bale. Bowen. Ooh, I like Bowen. Okay, his, I just made that up. I'm so awesome. So his apprentice Bowen, which he was an apprentice in the art of like enchanting and stuff, he gave him the item to protect, but Bowen ends up dying and becoming a like evil skeleton monster. And so the enchanter says, over by where we shipwrecked, that's not really an island we shipwrecked on. That is the tomb of Bowen. And we get to name it now. I made a sword so that it could be the sword that the old man, old as dirt, he's like, I will give you this sword to go get the item from Bowen. It was his sword, and may it be the only thing that may slay him. So, let me see how we do this here. Give me. Oh, I have stuff. I have lots of stuff. Let me put stuff in here. All right, I'm going to get organized. I don't want this to run too long. I've got lots to talk about, so I'm going to get organized. Bye. Nailed it. Perfect. There it is, guys. Bowen's Bane. So, like I was saying, and I got to check these guys out. I'm looking for a mending. Ooh, fortune. How fun. Are you mending? You do mending? You do flame? You do flame? I want to know. Do flame? I want to do mending. Mending? Hello? No. So, yeah, it's funny. So I've been letting these villagers... Did the one just grow up? There was a little one in here. Oh, there he is. Hello. I've been letting these villagers, like, wander around and eat and breed and just do things randomly. Oh, but I don't want you. Yeah. Yeah. Anytime I find one that I want to keep, I dig a little pit and then cover it up with stone and put a torch on it. So there's one in the thing there. You know, there's one down there. There's villagers just buried around here. So that's fun. So, Bowen was the apprentice of the old dirt wizard here. And he maybe he even goes to, like, the dark side or something like that, and starts to follow the king. And there's that's what happens. So oh, this is so perfect. What an awesome story. So the wizard in here had an apprentice that he was going to hand down the thing to the item that the king is after. He was going to hand that down to his apprentice to protect. And but the evil king gets to Bowen and converts him and turns him towards the dark side, towards evil. And the old dirt wizard has to fight Bowen to keep him from getting the item. And during the fight, the evil wizard changes Bowen into a skeleton. When he kills him, he's able to get his blade from him. So he's got Bowen's blade, the only thing that can kill him, but loses the item to Bowen. But because Bowen became a skeleton, he no longer works for the king and no longer works for him. He's by himself over here, and I'll show you where he is at the end of this episode. So what happens is, though, while we're talking to Flanagan in here, the dirt wizard, Flanagan, I kind of like it. Meanwhile, back in another part of the land, over here in the mansion, the spy for the evil king, he gets word through his messengers to the evil king saying that this person was found on a shipwreck over yonder and has ended up in the town. And the evil king sends a group to come get me because the evil king wants me for some reason. And while I'm talking to Flanagan in here, so this ship comes up. So this may be another build here. So the ship comes up, and it's the evil king sent another ship to come get me because of Dorkface over here, the spy. And while I'm talking to Dirt Wizard, explosions, we start getting attacked. And the Dirt Wizard sacrifices himself to get me out of here. And he says, "Take this," gives me Bowen's Bane. And he says, go into the basement. I'm going to do some kind of cool trap door thing here. Boop. And he says, go in here and escape. Splash. And you don't know, but underneath here, there's a boat and a secret way of getting out through like this little cave entrance. Out from underneath. Yeah, turn around, stinking boat. Out from underneath the tower. I'm going to darken it up so you can't really see it. So there's a ship here blowing holes in the tower, the lighthouse, which kind of stinks because I like this lighthouse, but in order to keep it up with the story, I'm gonna have to blow some holes in it and build a ship maybe, and then finish this off. So the lighthouse isn't completely done yet. I've got to do some work, but because of the story, we were gonna keep it moving. Maybe build a ship in here for when they attack. And I don't know if I'll have the old man survive or not. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. Dun dun dun. We'll have to find out later. And then we make it out of there. But the old man says the only way for you to get the item is to get to Bowen, the evil skeleton king, kinda, and not skeleton king, but evil skeleton, and to destroy him with his sword, Bowen's Bane. Talk about some cool story, huh, guys? Yeah, yeah. So full circle. We're going down the river back towards where the whole story began, because he says return to the island in which you crashed your ship on, because it is not what it seems. And in the beginning, you know that we got a look at the Dahlstrom farm. Load. Stink face. Is that how it looks? Is that how I did it? Dahlstrom farm. How pretty. Because in the beginning there was a book that we found in the look at the loading in 110. This loads weird. Oh, cliff. And that book had coordinates in it, and that was the list of coordinates that this king was searching for these rare items. And one of the coordinates was right where we crashed. So we knew there was something with it. And here it comes. Oh, yay. Have fun. Hey, Squidsy, out of my way. I'll kill your face. There it is. So we are back here at the beginning, where it all started, the shipwreck. So I want to show you guys something that inspired a lot of the story for me. So this is where I wrecked, and when I was building this stuff in the beginning, I did a little caving and a little strip mining and whatnot to get items. And I found right below this, and this was what inspired this whole thing, right below here, I found splash. I mean, almost directly below. And this is, you guys are going to see some behind the scenes in story time. I've been collecting, but I found a skeleton spawner. So I built this temporary little system for the spawner, also like an automatic fish farm, and this is where I go AFK every once in a while, a little spot to grow wheat. I go AFK here so that I can get items and stuff, so that I do all my building. You know, I can come down here and I can whack a mole, and I got friggin' items for days, bones and arrows and bows and whatnot. Get out here, freak face. Yeah, like I said, this has been my little item, you know, where I enchant my items and stuff. But, look at this, ready? I'm going to show you some crazy. Wham, 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 wham. There's a ton of stuff. How about saddles? Saddles for days, buddies. Books, you want books? I've got books upon books upon books and fish upon fish upon fish. And then, I'm starting to sort out the different armors and stuff and getting them all fixed up. Anyways, enough talking. So, my next objective is to build the tomb of Bowen, and I want to do some fun work with it. Not only do I want to build a tomb that has a bunch of skeletons you have to fight, but also build in a skeleton grinder for XP, because I really use this. I really use this a lot. You know, I'm always down here grinding for XP and getting my items and stuff, because otherwise, you know, it's hard to build without good items. So I've got, you know, mending shovel and axe and pickaxe, and then, you know, that's how I enchanted the sword and whatnot. So I need that place to be able to do that, so I can keep up with the builds. So that'll be a split. It'll be a catacomb, and then if I could flip a lever, there'll be a part of it that turns into the grinder. So you can kind of turn both on and off. On with it, they say. Oh yeah, in a turn of the page. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I hope so very much that you've enjoyed it, and I will leave you with this. And Oh, I missed. How dumb. Oh, no. Is this even going to work? There it is. We may never know where the story will take us, but one thing's for sure. I'll be back.
Ooh, he blew it up.